All right, good morning. This is recorded on Tuesday, the 23rd of April, but wanted to get it to you on Wednesday, the 24th, this morning. So last night's feature presentation, 1994, Caught in the Draft, a very nice little documentary about this topic related, the NFL draft, kind of the one that where the juices started going on, the popularity really took off. This is the one where you had the Heath Shuler, Trent Dilfer, and you had the Dewey's Colts taking Marshall Faulk, number 2 overall, and then trading up. And they had Jim Harbaugh as their only quarterback on the roster at the time. Mel Kiper thought they should have gotten Trent Dilfer at 5, but they trade up to get linebacker Trev Alberts, and he was very critical of it. And of course, Mr. Tobin, the GM of the Colts at the time, saying, "Who the hell is Mel Kiper?" You know, Joe Theismann and Chris Berman. Rest in peace, Mr. Tobin, just died last week, and also rest in peace, Chris Mortensen, the Mort Report, who was in this feature presentation as well, died a few weeks ago. So today we're going to kick things off with a little one for all the marbles, because we're a little behind in the spring season of movie viewing. So probably go back to the Nightmare Worlds and have a few for the winter to pick from that, so we can kind of start to get out in front of the spring movie viewing, get a good one in tonight. And then tonight we will kick off the tailgating portion of the NFL draft. It will begin at 7 o'clock with Peter's first round 2024 mock draft coming to you as a premiere video, first one since 2021. Now this will break down all 32 picks of the first round, and at the conclusion, once the video has ended, I will post the 3 teams who did not pick in the first round. That's the Texans, Panthers, and Browns. And I will post my projections for who they will take in the second round in the room, and then I will post them in the video description in the video. So the Panthers have 2 first-round picks up pretty high in that second round, so I will list both of those who I think they're going to take. And then the Texans are a little bit lower. I'll predict who they're going to pick. And then the last one, number 54, the 54th pick in the draft, Eli, JHL, and Johnny, stick around. I'll post who I think the Browns are going to pick. This is something I forgot to do in the video. I covered all 32 picks, but I did not cover all 32 teams. Okay, so be sure to watch that. It's 7 o'clock on the nose. I have no money to gain from it because I have a strike. I mean, not a strike, but a copyright warning on the video, so I can't get a penny from it. Okay, just the whole purpose is to get you guys to get into learning some of the names if you haven't learned already, and maybe discuss, you know, what you think is right, what you think, where you think accurate, and then maybe list some of your own projections for who you think will go in the first round. You've probably been watching some and reading some mocks from some of the experts, but tonight you get one of your own to to give his picks representing the football room. I think that's an important thing for us to do. So this will kick off our long stretch of NFL draft related festivities that will be taking place. So this morning and into the afternoon is the calm before the storm. Okay, so enjoy it. You should be ready at this point to sink your teeth into what's going to happen over the next few days. You should have your food lined up. You should kind of have a good idea about what you're going to bring to the party. Okay, so that's tonight. We do the mock, and then we just kind of maybe talk a little draft, kind of hang out. Because in most tailgating outside of NFL stadiums, a lot of times people aren't really talking football. They're just sort of relaxing. They don't want to get oversaturated with NFL. But as we get closer, tomorrow, okay, so you should have everything kind of ready tomorrow. You should know where you're going to go to get food, who you're going to call up. The beer should be on ice, Big Daddy, by tomorrow. Around as early as like 4 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow, people will be into the still kind of tailgating, getting ready. We're gonna open a temporary room, something like 2024 NFL Draft Party. Okay, something simple like that, which is a kind of a tradition every year. Just have a meeting place, and then we get rid of it Saturday night. But tomorrow, it's the big day. It's the day we've been waiting for. And I remember back in December 23rd, we talked about it in Rio when I was announcing the John D. birthday and Christmas party. So this is one of the best parties we have all year. And I said, but I think my favorite party, and I think your favorite party, is the NFL Draft Party. Every late April, the last Thursday in April, and here we are, right on the cusp of it, the eve of it, coming up tomorrow. So we will have the tailgating going on in that other room, and then right at 7 o'clock is when the festivities begin. You should be ready. We will be we'll be discussing our projections about the draft, maybe others' projections, up until the hour in Detroit when Roger Goodell hits the stage to announce the Chicago Bears are on the clock. And at that point, it's gonna be go time. All right, so we're gonna be ready. We will be doing some NFL first round draft trivia, quite a bit of that night. Now, this is always fun because this is why you need to be watching the draft at the same time, because some of the questions can be in real time. They can be about who is just picked in that instant. A lot of you guys have fun with this. You got to be watching on ABC. Okay, and so we'll be doing that, and then that should last, I think, usually till about 11 o'clock Eastern time. Saturday, we get back at it again. Friday, we get back at it again. Round 2. At 7 o'clock is when Goodell hits the stage again for round 2. Now, sometimes on day 2 of the draft, the extended party usually loses a little steam, and not as many people show up to it. But some of you guys don't have your first pick until day 2. All right. Johnny, Eli, JHL. We don't really have any Panther fans or Texans fans, but so you guys, this should be kind of like, your Christmas day, all right, for your team. So you got to come in, and the other thing is, some of you other fans of other teams might trade out of your first round pick. Maybe some of the teams that have lower picks in the first round, like Buffalo, like Detroit, just examples, kind of in that lower 28 to 30, where they might trade out and have their first pick in the second round. So you got to be ready. Friday night, we'll have round 2 NFL draft history trivia. Okay, round 3 NFL draft trivia history, as well as talking about who's on the clock, who they should take, Kiper's best available, the works. Okay, so we'll be kind of bringing it to you as it goes and into Saturday. All right, so Saturday at 12 o'clock noon Eastern time, all the way to about 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Be ready for it. We're going to talk. I will do my best, as I try to do every year, to post as it's going. Not every single pick, but kind of updating you. Maybe some of the other people who do this, like John, Coach Nelly, will post some of the picks as they go. It's always fun to do. It gets draining. Well, once we get into like the 5th, 6th round, it's it's hard to do, but it's fun to follow. Keep your televisions on. Be ready with which draft site you want up as well. I like to keep up I think I usually go with the ESPN one because it has the Kuipers best available up on there, and they have a good layout. I like their presentation of it on the site, so that's a good one to follow. You can also sort the top best available, cornerbacks, top best available offensive tackles, and it'll list, a bunch of them, and a lot of them that will not be drafted. So we'll do this all the way in the same NFL draft room, all the way through Saturday night. The great thing about the NFL draft is that it's not just the party is not just one night. We extend it into the weekend. And once the final pick is made on Saturday around 6 o'clock, it's still not over, because the instant after the draft comes to a conclusion, then you have the scrap heap time, and that's the undrafted free agents who get scooped up almost like instantaneously. You can follow this, you can search for it, and we'll probably even have a trivia about the history of of notable names who were not drafted but signed as free agents and made some big contributions to the NFL, like Tony Romo. All right, so we will have all that coming up this weekend. I encourage you to you can have your own food plan for this. Make sure it's not Wawa, Red Bolts. That's not a food plan. I encourage you to have your big food night Thursday for the party. Okay, because we've really been building this up. It'll be a good time to kind of talk about what you're eating, even what you're drinking. Okay. For example, 2022, I chose to choose. I had Saturday as the big food day. Day 3 of the draft, and then last year I chose to have Friday as the big day 2 as the big food day. Posted a picture of that huge meal from El Rey, and I think this weekend, personally, it'll be Thursday will be a big one, and then maybe Friday something a little lighter, and then Saturday get at it big because it's a big party year. It's 2024. Got a big draft coming up. This is the biggest, arguably the biggest Wire Club football room party of the year, and it's good to have everyone with us and hanging out and talking, arguing. And I know there's going to be some other rooms that you got that will be talking draft. Of course, go where you wish. But if you want to come in and hang out with us, if you're feeling like you want to play some trivia, then you can do that in the NFL draft party room. So it's all a big community building. So see you guys then. See you this afternoon for One for All the Marbles. See you tonight for Peter's 2024 first round mock draft premiere video. And then tomorrow night, be ready, guys. Just enjoy this time. The anticipation is always good. Big Daddy always says, Peter parties suck. We'll see. All right. Well, I think we're going to try to dispel that myth. So, all right. See you this afternoon for One for All the Marbles. Thanks for tuning into this video, and it's almost draft time, boys. We are like 30 some hours away from the big night. All right. It's almost party time.